So a few weeks ago, I was adding a few minor touches to the new studio space, and whilst doing so, I had my ears turned towards a podcast featuring the platinum decorated producer and songwriter Benny Blanco. In the podcast, he mentions multiple hit records he's worked on, the top selling artists he's worked with, and when I turned my head to the screen, one thing instantly caught my attention. To someone that has both the money and access to whatever gear he wants, the rack gear, the iMac Pro, the synths, this all makes sense. I mean, besides the desk looking a little DIY, the one thing that really caught my attention was his choice of studio monitors. Now, around 7 months ago, KRK reached out to me regarding their brand new Rokit 5G studio monitors, wondering if I would like to test a pair and possibly make a video about them. At first, I was left in two minds whether or not these monitors would be high on my list of recommendations. But this video got me thinking about KRK in their glory days, and I was left asking myself, should you buy KRK Studio monitors? And after using these and comparing them to my iLoud MTM Precision monitors, I think I figured out the answer. Now, in this video, Benny is using a pair of KRK Generation 3 Rokit 8-inch studio monitors, and to match, KRK sent me these, a pair of Generation 5 Rokit 8s. Right away, I got them out the box and set them up for a few hours of play-in time. I'm not a big fan of the metal speaker grill covering the woofer, so luckily KRK included some covers without the grill and some foam pads to decrease speaker resonance. A few hours later, I dived into the details, starting off with the front panel. At the top, we've got a 1-inch tweeter, an 8-inch Kevlar-styled woofer for a more even distribution of sound, and a front-facing bass port for an extra low-end punch. On the back panel, we've got a combo XLR TRS input and integrated DSP room tuning, including a flatline mix option, a low-end boosted create option, and a mid-range focus mode. Now, compared to my iLoud Precision monitors, let's have a listen to what these KRKs have to offer. Now, heading back to the KRK monitors in Benny Blanco's studio, I keep asking myself, with all the studio monitors that have been released in the past decade, including these new generation KRKs, why is he sticking with those? And I think I have the answer to this question. The reason many producers stick with their older studio monitors for years, if not decades, is because of their understanding of how their monitors sound. In this case, Benny knows how to get his records to pop using these older KRKs and how to get his mix to translate perfectly onto other sound systems. KRK monitors aside, no matter which monitors you have, if you understand the sound of your monitors or the speakers you're using and you know how to get your mix to sound good using them, you've got something money can't buy. And to answer the main question of this video, heading into 2025, there are so many studio monitor options to pick from. And as you can see, we all have our own preferences. When I first got into making music, many of my favorite producers used KRK, and as you can see with Benny Blanco, some of them still do. I do personally think that it is risky to keep updating your studio monitors the way KRK have, and I know there are a lot of loyal, experienced KRK fans that don't like these newer updates. But again, if you know how to get your mix to sound good on the monitors you're using, that's the ultimate goal. And having used these for the past week and looking at the technology offered at an affordable price point, I think we can agree there is still a lot to like about KRK's new generation monitors.